Well, between 3 and 5 inches of rain fell across Orangeburg County yesterday. Emergency management says that there's standing water at several intersections in the town of Bowman, and some businesses have been flooded. Orangeburg County is now under a flash flood warning, as well as Clarendon County. And this morning we do have Orangeburg Emergency Management Director Billy Staley on the phone to talk about the current conditions in the county and any precautions that residents should be taking today. So thank you so much for taking the time this morning to speak with us. So what are we seeing out there in the county, and what should drivers be knowing about before they head out on the roads?
Good morning, everybody. We want to make sure that everybody stays on point, understands that there are a lot of roads that still have water rising on them from the fields and from throughout the back tributaries. We got a lot of water yesterday afternoon and last evening. In some areas of our county, we have people reporting to us that we had up to 10 inches of rainfall in the Holly Hill area. And we know that we received 7 to 8 inches in other parts of our county as well. So we want to make sure that everybody knows, please be careful when you get out and start moving this morning. We're still canvassing the roads to see what is passable, what is not, and be prepared for that water, because you could sneak up on it and it could sneak up on you. You could not see it because it looks just like sheen on top of the water, on top of the roadways. So please be careful when you get out and move around. We do have trees down. They've been constantly falling throughout the evening, last night, and into the early morning hours. So, make sure you're not going to run up on a tree, that you use a lot of caution when you're out driving this morning. We'll be out today canvassing the community and looking for flood damage and trying to make sure that we get all the trees up and the power lines back up and that the community is safe again.
With all of this going on right now, are you telling people maybe to kind of stay off on the roads if they don't have to? What is kind of your advice right now for residents if maybe they do have to go to work this morning?
Yeah. Most of our agencies and most of the schools and stuff are on delay or either virtual today. So if you don't have to get out before daylight and start moving around, delay your times a little bit today to where you've got plenty of daylight out where you can see what you're doing and see where you're at and what's going on.
And Mr. Staley, we want to ask you this. What is the cleanup efforts going to look like today in the county?
We're still assessing that. We do not see large quantities of debris that accumulated overnight from trees down. I'm not expecting a lot from that. I'm expecting more of this, waiting on this water to drain off and drain away. Some of our back roads, some of our secondary roads and county roads have got water sitting on them, and it's going to take a little time for that to drain off.
Yes, sir. So if you're talking to your folks in Orangeburg County, what's the biggest thing that you want them to take away?
Biggest thing is when you get up this morning and you get moving, make sure you're safe, make sure you're aware, and take your time to do what you're doing. Don't get in a rush. Make sure you're aware of what's going on and the area around you. And if you have any damages to your property or to your home or business, to make sure you report them to the county through the county's website. There's a link on our website to report damage. So that we can come take a look at it and do our assessments. We'll be doing assessments today to determine whether or not we need any assistance, both on the county side for repairing our infrastructure, and both doing assessments for residentials to see if there's any damages out there that we need to capture, possibly later for FEMA or anything like that, if any of that comes to bear.
Well, Mr. Staley, we thank you so much for joining us this morning, giving us that update, and we hope that the cleanup and recovery goes really well this morning. But again, Mr. Staley with the Orangeburg County, who is letting us know what's happening there. We appreciate you.
Sure thing. Y'all have a wonderful day.